chronically elevated blood sugar. That's all the type 2 diabetes is. It isn't complicated, because the C-peptide tells the truth about insulin production long before the A1C gives you a measurement of glycation on the red blood cells. 90% of you're pre-diabetic already. That doesn't even include the children. And it's the food industry, it's the pharmaceutical companies, but it's the parents who aren't doing their homework, coming to get-togethers, talking, asking questions, and finding out, how can my little one, he's 10 years old now, that ain't baby fat any longer. That's carrying 10, 20, 30 pounds of fat around that is a direct result of eating habits. And anytime you make a serious adjustment in your eating habits, it's important to take about 6 to 8 weeks while doing that. And the reason is because you have to give the gut microbiome time to adjust, because most people have huge amounts of bacteria in their gut that doesn't belong there. And when you start running them out, changing your eating habits, well, there's a battle going on. And you got to give what you consider to be the good bacteria time for them to win out over the bacteria that you don't want in there as a result of eating a bunch of food you should have never been eating to start with. So it takes time. Part of the reason for that is sugar is addictive.
Yes.
And they're hooked on sugar and they can't give up the good foods. Well, I don't have time to make it to the gym. Marcia and I do a full body workout in 23 minutes flat, 2 times a week. The way I characterize that is minimum time, maximum effort, gives you maximum result. There's a large muscle group to small, so legs, back, chest, shoulders, arms, in that order. Then I throw that weight up to where I'm gonna struggle to get 8 reps. If I can do more than 8 reps, I'm not doing enough weight. And sometimes I go to the extreme and I work what are called the negatives. So, concentric, eccentric. You are always stronger in the eccentric or negative movement than you are in the positive movement. Cancer survives through fermentation process, not using oxygen to create energy, on glucose and on glutamine. Cancer is a metabolic disease, not a genetic disease. Cancer's been around for 100 years. We've spent $1 trillion on research since the 1960s. Where's it gotten us? 4% cancer cure rate. First comes damaged mitochondria. Then comes the DNA damage. Well, standard of care in cancer is cut it out if you can, radiation and chemo. And if you don't do that, that can be a big problem for you. Lose your medical license. That PET scan tracks that sugar flow in your body and takes you right to the tumor. The money and the profits to be made are in the treatment of disease. They don't want you to die.